There's a saying in Chinese, 搬起石头踩自己的脚. That is to say, lifting a stone to throw it at another but ends up landing on the foot. In Spanish, it would be translated as shooting oneself in the foot. These two popular sayings, originating in different countries, precisely define the self-inflicted damage of American and European protectionism against China's green industry. Hello, welcome to this video. Recently, some countries have resorted to a distorted concept, overcapacity, an idea that obviously has the ultimate goal of hindering the entry of Chinese electric vehicles into Europe and the United States. This past May 14, the US government announced new tariff increases on the Chinese new energy industry, especially electric vehicles, from 25% to 100%. It is one more battle in this trade war waged against China by the United States. For anyone paying attention to US politics, these exceptional measures are not unexpected. US Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen stressed a few weeks ago the negative global consequences of China's industrial overcapacity. US Secretary of State Antony Blinken recently added that the question of overcapacity is the one that is front and center for US-China relations, which is a movie that they have seen before and know the ending, with American businesses shuttered and American jobs lost. This past June 12, the European Commission pre-disclosed the level of provisional duties it would impose on imports of battery electric vehicles from China, which range from 17.4% to 38.1%. Although many European political and business leaders have voiced a strong opposition to the plan, the Commission persists with its trade protectionist actions. However, are Chinese companies really producing more electric vehicles than needed, thereby causing an excess of global supply? Where is the current situation of the global electric vehicle market? We are going to determine in this video whether or not there is overcapacity according to the literal definition of the term, and the impact that China, as the world's leading producer of electric vehicles, has on this global industry. Firstly, in the coming years, many more electric vehicles will be needed than those currently produced. According to the International Energy Agency, 45 million electric cars will be sold in 2030, 3 times more than in 2023. The current production capacity is insufficient if we look at it objectively. Last year in the United States, only 1 in 10 cars sold was electric, and the EU barely sells 1 electric car in 4. Since there is much more expected demand than supply, it is wrong to deduce that China has excess of capacity. The United States exports 80% of the chips it produces, the same export rate for Germany's combustion engine cars. In Japan, half of the vehicles produced are exported. In China, only 12.7% of its EVs are exported, or 1.2 million in 2023. Following the same logic, it could be said that countries like the United States, Germany or Japan have overcapacity, not China. Therefore, the problem is not an excess of Chinese industrial capacity. The fundamental issue rather is that the United States and the EU are not willing to give up the important share of production and employment in the EV sector, despite being at a disadvantage with China. To realize this goal, they will not hesitate to shield their industries with prohibitive tariffs, the likes of which have been recently approved by the United States. However, this practice runs against free trade and will inevitably hamper the competitiveness of Western manufacturers, transferring this additional cost to consumers who will have to pay much more money for an electric car, thereby reducing their demand, and all of this, in addition, will delay the urgent fulfillment of climate objectives. According to the United States, Chinese electric vehicles have more affordable prices because they receive all types of public aid, from direct subsidies to soft credits and tax incentives. But through the Chips and Science Act, and the Inflation Reduction Act, the United States have provided huge subsidies for its industries with hundreds of billions of dollars. Based on the US logic, US subsidies are investment in critical industries, whereas other countries' subsidies are seen as worrying unfair competition. US exports with comparative advantage constitute free trade, whereas other countries' exports with comparative advantage are signs of overcapacity. Washington clearly adopts a double standard. It is obvious that the rapid growth of Chinese electric vehicles is related to an innovative technological ecosystem, efficient supply chains, and a highly competitive domestic market. In recent years, the Chinese automobile industry has been committed to electric, ecological, autonomous, and intelligent driving. Important advances have been made in key technologies such as batteries with high energy density, more efficient motors, or electronic control systems, to name just a few. Wouldn't it have been possible to increase the competitiveness of the Chinese electric automotive sector so much and so quickly just with subsidies? Maybe Washington or Brussels want to think so, but the correct answer is no. Eliminating or undermining free competition and using baseless excuses such as industrial overcapacity will only introduce inefficiencies with fewer electric cars available in international markets and significantly more expensive ones. It is important to find a way in which we can all win. Many Chinese manufacturers have been increasing their investments outside of China for some time. Chinese car maker BYD, the world's third largest car maker by value, is building a highly automated electric car plant in Hungary, which will create thousands of jobs within Europe. The Chinese automobile company Arfox from the bike group is partnering up with businesses in Spain. Currently, it collaborates with 25 local Spanish car dealers to more easily reach other European markets. In addition, the Chinese market is open to multinationals, where limits on foreign ownership to manufacture electric vehicles were eliminated in 2018. Tesla, Volkswagen, BMW, and Toyota, among many other international electric automotive companies, have significant investments in China. In 2023, Volkswagen set up its largest development center outside of Germany, in the Chinese city of Hefei, Anhui province, to develop connected and intelligent electric vehicles. Recently, the German companies Volkswagen and BMW have announced 5 billion euros of new investments in China to further develop their electric and intelligent vehicles. Just a few weeks ago, more than 1,500 Chinese and foreign companies attended the 2024 Beijing International Automobile Exhibition, which witnessed 117 new vehicles making their debut, with global premieres of up to 30 car models from international brands. Cooperation between competitors, therefore, equally benefits producers and consumers, but trade protectionism is always harmful in the medium-long term, harming others and trying to seek one's own benefit only causes losses for everyone. In today's globalized world, where the destiny and future of all humanity are interconnected, we have no choice but to collaborate and leverage rather than suppress the strengths of others for the benefit of our planet. That's all for this video. Thank you very much and see you next time.